Now to a hidden gem in plain sight, a massive but mellow park in Montecito Heights.
KCAL News reporter Desmond Shaw is over Ernest E. Debs Regional Park in tonight's Look at This.
Well, take a look at this hillside park. It's Ernest E. Debs Regional Park at almost 300 acres. It's the fourth largest park in the city of Los Angeles and the largest on the city's east side. In addition to some fantastic dog-friendly hiking, it's a great place for bird watching as well. And speaking of which, the park features an Audubon Society on the north side of the park near the 110. It was actually the first carbon-neutral building to be built in the entire country when it opened in 2003, and it's also the first urban Audubon Society whose goal was to specifically engage the Latino community. So this park could have ended up like almost every other hillside in LA, just full of housing. According to Transiting Los Angeles, there was actually a plan to build public housing here after World War II when the city was really feeling a major housing crunch. The city bought up most of the land around the hill here for in the 1950s, but then the housing plan kind of fell apart, apparently accused of being too socialist. This was during the Cold War, after all. That's when the city liked the idea of making this a park instead, and the land was leased to the county for 25 years with designs of making this a regional park. By the time that management bounced back to the city of LA in 1994, the county had invested close to $1 million in improvements, and that's when it was renamed after Ernest E. Debs in honor of that former county supervisor. So as large as the park is, definitely has more of a low-key vibe, not nearly as crowded as the trails at Griffith Park or Runyon Canyon. You've got a picnic area near the base of the trails, and according to PBS, there's also a Native American terraced garden featuring plants that were used by the Native American Tongva and Cahuilla tribes that lived here for many centuries. As I mentioned earlier, great place for bird watching. That's because nearly 150 species of birds are known to live or pass through here at various times of the year. This park is considered a nature reserve. And as you ascend the trails to the very top, there's this really cute little reservoir called Debs Lake, a great place to hang out after a long hike and cool off. It's full of fish and frogs, and dogs like to swim inside of it as well. Whatever trail you choose, though, you will be rewarded with fantastic city views. As you climb the hills. Excellent views from Highland Park to Eagle Rock, the San Gabriel Mountains, downtown LA, points farther east. Definitely one of the top features of the park. It's kind of a hidden gem in plain sight, I would call it, here on the east side of LA, Ernest E. Debs Park in Montecito Heights, just off the historic Arroyo Seco Parkway. Taking a look at this from SkyCal, I'm Desmond Shaw.
And if you'd like Desmond to take a look at something interesting in your neighborhood, write us at lookatthis@cbs.com.